Hey guys, how you all doing today? The Weirdable here, bringing you a little video of a pretty new game. The trailer dropped yesterday, I believe. I was a bit late to the party, but I saw it today and I was like, what is this? It's Black Myth Wukong, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Really sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. But yeah, Black Myth, I'll just call it. Developed by Game Science, a Chinese studio. I believe they're made up of developers who have been around the block. You know, they know what they're doing. But this game just looks amazing. I mean, it looks heavily inspired by several different games. One of which you can see, I think, pretty clearly straight off the bat. It looks very kind of God of War-esque. I mean, I say that he's just transformed into some kind of beast, monkey, werewolf thing. But I mean, just the sort of direction and art style looks pretty God of War-esque. I mean, I know obviously it looks like it's set in this kind of oriental fantasy landscape, which I know with Chinese cultures and obviously a lot of other cultures, you know, there's a lot of myths and legends surrounding these types of cultures, and obviously they're tapping into that. And you know, it's something that I don't really know anything about, but watching this, I sure as hell want to find out because it looks cool. I mean, what more can you say about it? I mean, look at it. It looks fantastic. I mean, it doesn't look from a gameplay. It looks pretty fluid. It looks exciting. It looks heavily evolved around fighting these kind of bosses. So it's kind of got, again, I'm going to talk about Dark Souls or Demon Souls because you have to when you're looking at these kind of third-person type games. But it definitely doesn't look as difficult as those types of games. It looks a lot more kind of fun, arcadey, as I said, kind of God of War. I mean, having said that, God of War was pretty tough if you kind of let it, you know, overwhelm you with the enemies and different types. And so, I mean, maybe there's a learning curve to it. I kind of hope there is a slight learning curve to it. But it looks crazy. I mean, it looks like you've got your kind of your abilities there on the left-hand side of the screen. You can kind of see those kind of different things there. I feel like they should make the boss health bar, unless that's the character's health bar, but I'm pretty sure it's the boss's health bar. I think they should make that red maybe, because it's all a bit white at the moment. I mean, obviously, I don't know. This might be early footage. I don't know, but it looks like you have different kinds of maybe characters you can play, because at the end you kind of see him transform into a different character. One of the characters he actually fought at the very beginning, it looks like. So I don't know if maybe you kind of collect these characters or something. But yeah, he's just swarmed his monkey army. He's like, go get him, go beat him up, and he's like, I don't want any of that shit, so I'm gonna run off. But it just looks fantastic. And something interesting I noticed when visiting the developer's website is this is made using the Unreal Engine 4, because I could see that they had job applications or job vacancies for Unreal Engine 4 developers, which you know, because I feel like a lot of people viewing this, or when they viewed this, they automatically thought, oh, this is for next gen, this is for, you know, PS5, this is for, you know, your new Xbox X or whatever the Xbox is called, because I don't really care about the Xbox. Let's be honest. Yeah, but I don't think so, because I mean, it doesn't. I think it's getting to that point with games where, you know, it's going to take a hell of a lot to look, you know, next gen. I mean, we haven't had a really big leap in next gen since, I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna say from the PS2 to the PS3, that was huge. You know, that was big. But then from the PS3 to the PS4, I mean, was it that big? I don't know. Maybe you know, the player models are looking better, and you know, the animations are looking smoother. Maybe that's only possible with the new hardware. Probably is. But you know, I'd say I don't think this is next gen. This looks like something that could release on PS4 tomorrow. You know, it looks no better than God of War, in my opinion. I mean, it looks great still. I mean, they probably will. Maybe they will be trying to launch it for next gen titles, but you know, I mean, it's interesting that the fact that it's made on Unreal Engine 4, when I know Unreal Engine 5 was, you know, there was a whole lot of stuff going around on the internet about Unreal Engine 5, and if they're still using 4, because I mean, in reality, these developers, you know, if a new game engine comes out pretty recently, they don't have time to mess around with it that much. So they have to use what they're comfortable with and what they can, you know, make a game with efficiently. And I have to say, watching this trailer, you know, these developers, you can tell they put in some work. I mean, it just looks crazy good. Like, I haven't seen this level of imagination and detail in a world. Yeah, as I said, I keep going back to God of War because it's the closest thing that I can think of, but it looks like you're watching a film. Like, it literally looks like you're watching a film, and then you're like, you can play this. You can play as this character and defeat all these monsters, and it just looks breathtaking. And I really hope that it's kind of very sort of like, there aren't, I mean, there are going to be cutscenes obviously, but I'd like it to be very kind of like, again, like, I should put a God of War counter in this, like God of War, where it kind of is very seamless in how it kind of goes from one section to another section, where it kind of just, you know, it's all using in-game engine to develop the cutscenes and things like that. I mean, it looks like that kind of game where it's going to be hard to put down the controller, because you just want to go to the next thing, because you know, you can't wait to see what's around the corner. So you know, watch this space. I'm going to be watching out for this guy, because I had no idea about this game. I mean, what a nice surprise, right? I mean, you think, oh, you know, what kind of games are coming out, and then this is shown. I mean, it's fantastic. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is literally just a little update of this video, because I had to do a video on it because it just looked, you know, mind blowing. Anyway, yeah, give it a like, give it a dislike, whatever. Comment. See what are your thoughts on the game. Let me know. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.